Hi everyone, and today I want to talk to you about my family command centre. Now this is the way that I organise myself and my family. I can't do without it. I've had it for about 2 years, and previously this was just a blank wall and I had just a calendar on it, but I needed other ways that I could organise myself. I'm a really visual person, so I don't like having diaries and things that are shut into books or even on my phone. I need things up on the wall that are visual so that I remember what's happening, and also it's good for my family. It's great for my kids because they can see at a glance what they're going to be doing that week, what they're going to be eating, and any information they need is all here. So what I'm hoping to do is inspire you to set up your own family organisation centre that might help you to get organised. So I'm going to turn the camera around and go through and show you all the things that I've got. This has all been done very cheaply indeed. I think probably for less than £10, and they were things that I already had. So let's get started. First of all, I'm just going to give you an overview. First of all, you can see that my family organisation centre is just as you come into my kitchen, next to my kitchen sink unit, and so it's the first thing pretty much that you see. Up at the top here I've got a piece of artwork that was from Not on the High Street, but I've covered that over because it's got some personal information on it. Here is my menu planning board. I update this every Sunday, so I go through, do my menu planning, see what we're doing that week, and then set out what we are going to be eating that week. That's a brilliant prompt for me because when I need to defrost something, I can just get it out either the night before or that morning before we all go out. It really makes me think about what I need to use up. And so I can't recommend menu planning highly enough. And it's brilliant for my kids because they can see at a glance what they're having for tea. Further down, I've got my shopping list, which only got one item on it at the moment. This is really handy because I fill this in, also my children and my husband, they will put items on the shopping list that we need, and then because it's on a little clipboard, I take the whole thing with me to the shops, so I don't have bits of paper in my bag. Below that is my to-do list, but actually at the moment it's got a list of the food that I've got in the freezer that I want to use up. I want to replenish my freezer and do a bit more proper food storage, so that's the plan for 2018. Next is my calendar. Now this is something that I have set up myself, so it's on a corkboard that I painted white, and basically I've got my family calendar on the computer. So it's got all of our names, it's got the weekends on it, any holidays will be in a different colour, but then I've also got birthdays down here. So again, I can see at a glance anything that the kids are doing. My husband will write on here, occasionally my kids will write on here, but we can all see what's happening for that month. And then I always keep the following month ready to go in the calendar, and again I can write things on as I need to. In here, this is just a simple post-it tray that I got for about £1 in a sale in Dunelm, which was really good. These folders are fantastic. I got these from Poundland, and basically what I do is that it has different sections inside, and I've labelled them January, February, March, April, May, June, like that, so they're set out in 2 months sections. And so if there's any paperwork related to anything happening during that month and beyond, then the paperwork will be in this file. So for example, the kind of things that I have in this file are things like birthday cards, if for that person would have been in the January section, anything to do with school, any letters, any information about non-uniform days, special trips, lunches, everything related to that month would be in the January and February section for that month, which is really handy. Further down, I've got this little shelf. This is actually a spice shelf that I got from IKEA, really cheaply, and I've just painted it an off-white. I've got my little clock which I look at all the time, and that was from Dunelm. That was £3.99. And over here I keep all of my notebooks. This is my favourite little post-it note book that my friend gave me. I love that. I'm so freaking organised. So I do use notebooks quite a lot, but I need to have them here and keep them here. Otherwise they'll just get lost around the house and I will forget. So I keep them all here tidy so that I know where they are. And then down here I've got 2 more of those post trays. I've actually put on these sticky labels, which are chalkboard labels. They were in a sheet, a large sheet of A4, several sheets that I got from Poundland, and I've just cut them into shapes and then written on them. So I've got the kids folders, so the children have got 2 expanding files, just like my one I use for my monthly calendar. And so the kids have got 1 each, and I'll put in here their topic sheets, their homework, any of their maths club sheets, anything to do with their clubs. So if there are things that they need for school, then they will be in here. And then in this one, this is my home management folder. So in here, I've got all of our contact information. So if anyone comes to babysit for us, it's got our doctor's telephone number, the dentist, anything to do, our NHS numbers, etc. It's got our Wi-Fi password. It's got some of my most used recipes in there. Any other information about the house, that will all go in there. And so you don't end up having bits and pieces all over the place. So again, I'm just going to give you another overview. I use this centre all the time to keep myself organised and keep the family organised. And I honestly couldn't do without it. And the space itself is probably less than a metre across, but it is a fantastic way to get yourself organised. So if you can carve out a little bit of space in your kitchen to have a family command centre, then I would thoroughly recommend it. So I hope this has inspired you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.